والدي رحمه الله أحمد خاشقجي.
لا في حاجة غلط كده والله، مش طبيعي كده، مش طبيعي.
هي عايزة تتدفى
مش طبيعي والله يا جماعة.
Look, I got fired from my job twice because I was pushing for reform in Saudi Arabia. It wasn't that easy, but people were not being put in jails. Now nobody will dare to speak and criticize the reform they like. I don't want to be arrested. I don't want to be next to Isam al-Zamil or Salman al-Auda. I'm asking for people to be allowed to speak. I'm asking for the minimum. He's arresting intellectuals, arresting independent people who called for fighting corruption, and that's what made me choose to exile myself here in Washington. Yes, we do need reform, but we need also consensus. We need also a rule by the people, not one-man rule. I think Mohammed bin Salman is doing the right things by introducing Vision 2030. Now he just has to do it right. Breathing space for media, for intellectuals. Now in Saudi Arabia, people hardly talk when he needs a proper discourse. So people will guide him and correct the path for the reform. I wish Mohammed bin Salman all the success, because his success is the success for my country and the success for my children and my grandchildren. Mohammed bin Salman doesn't have an opposition. Most of the people in jail today are supporters of reform, and if they were out of jail, they will be supporting him. What he is doing, I called for, and I got fired for when I was an editor of a newspaper, allowing women to drive, or for women to be empowered, or to limit the power of the religious establishment. I demanded that, and he is doing the right things, but it is an important transformation that requires all of us to contribute to it, to discuss it, and no one should be jailed. Rumors are over the country of people who've been arrested. I wish there was more transparency. With an event like that, there has to be a spokesman, but we don't have a spokesman who will come out routinely and explain what is going on. But it is shaking the country. It is like, it was described as a political earthquake going through Saudi Arabia.
People saw him go in, but they didn't see him come out, as they understand it. And we're going to take a very serious look at it. It's a terrible thing.
We must reach a conclusion as soon as possible, and the consulate officials can't save themselves by saying he left here.
أظهرت التحقيقات الأولية التي أجرتها النيابة العامة في موضوع اختفاء المواطن جمال بن أحمد خاشقجي أن المناقشات التي تمت بينه وبين الأشخاص الذين قابلوه أثناء تواجده في القنصلية أو في قنصلية المملكة العربية السعودية في اسطنبول أدت إلى حدوث شجار واشتباك بالأيدي مع المواطن جمال خاشقجي، مما أدى إلى وفاته رحمه الله.
I'm sure the whole House will join me in condemning the killing of Jamal Khashoggi in the strongest possible terms. We must get to the truth of what happened.
The Crown Prince has denied this. The Crown Prince is not aware of this. Even the senior leadership of our intelligence service was not aware of this. This was an operation that was a rogue operation. This was an operation where individuals ended up exceeding the authorities and responsibilities they had. They made a mistake when they killed Jamal Khashoggi in the consulate, and they tried to cover up for it.
It sounded to me like maybe these could have been rogue killers. Who knows?
So first of all, there is no political movement in Saudi Arabia that could pressure him, number one. And the world is happy with him. I'm sure the Americans are not going to apply a pressure to Mohammed bin Salman unless a true crisis happens in Saudi Arabia.
It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up. Whoever thought of that idea, I think, is in big trouble. And they should be in big trouble. Saudi Arabia has been a very great friend and a big purchaser of equipment and lots of other things, and one of the biggest investments in the United States. They are ordering military equipment. Everybody in the world wanted that order. We got it, and we got all of it. I don't want to hurt jobs. I don't want to lose an order like that. And you know, there are other ways of punishing, to use a word that's a pretty harsh word, but it's true.
Jamal, what are you watching for in the coming weeks?
Everything has become possible in my country.